Hey everyone, so today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a song, Bounce, and we're not just going to listen to it, we're going to take it apart, piece by piece, to see how the lyrics tell this incredible, self-contained story about ambition. It's basically a whole hero's journey packed into just a few minutes. Let's dive in.
And right out of the gate, the story starts with this line: one kid. It immediately tells you this isn't some epic about a whole team or a city. Nope, this is small, it's personal. It's about one person and these dreams that aren't just ideas, they're part of who he is, they're bone deep. This one line sets the entire stage.
So, every great story's got to start somewhere, right? And this is it. In classic storytelling, this is what you'd call the call to adventure. We're meeting our hero in his world, all by himself, just as he's starting to hear that little voice inside telling him he's meant for something bigger.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Look at the contrast here. On one side, you have his reality, an empty basketball court. It's quiet, he's totally alone. But in his head, he can already hear thousands of people cheering. His vision for the future is so powerful, so real, that it's literally drowning out his present. The whole story is about him trying to close that gap between what is and what he knows will be.
And how is he going to close that gap? Through just relentless hard work. And I love how the lyrics show this. They don't just say he practiced a lot. No, they walk us through the entire day, from sunrise to twilight, all the way to moonlight. It paints this picture of a guy whose dedication never, ever stops. It's a 24/7 commitment.
Okay, so all that hard work, it leads us to the next big stage of his journey, the ordeal. This is the tough part. This is the fire where a dreamer gets hammered and shaped into a real champion. And he's got to face all this pressure, not just from the outside world, but more importantly, from inside his own head.
Here it is, the core of the struggle, laid out perfectly. The song admits it, right? The pressure is real, it's rising, and he can't stop it. But, and this is a huge but, he's not going to run from it. He's not immune to fear, nobody is, but he's made the choice to stand there and face it down.
And it just keeps getting more intense. The lyrics go from just pressure to this incredible image of nerves like thunder crashing. I mean, you can almost feel that, right? The chaos, the noise inside your own head. It's overwhelming. And yet, what happens? His resolve just gets stronger. His focus doesn't waver for a second.
And this line? This is everything. The song is telling us that all this struggle, all this pain and pressure, it's not a sign that he's failing. It's the exact opposite. It's the necessary training. It's the rise before the call. It's the last brutal test he has to pass right before his big moment arrives.
And all that struggle, all that focus, it all pours into the chorus. And you got to understand, this chorus isn't just a catchy hook they repeat. No way. It's his personal anthem. It's his mission statement. It's the thing he tells himself to get through the fire.
This one line changes everything. It makes it crystal clear that he's not just trying to win a basketball game. What's on the line is so much bigger. It's his future. It's his identity. It's his name. The court is just the stage for this much bigger battle for who he's going to be.
Let's just break this down for a second, because it's perfect. You've got the stakes, time is running out. Destiny is calling. You've got the fuel. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's pure devotion. You've got the action, literally bouncing his dream into reality. And finally, the goal, to stake his name, to create a legacy. It's a whole story in just 4 lines.
All right, get ready, because the song's about to shift into high gear. The bridge isn't just a bridge, it's the climax of the story. This is the point of no return. This is where our hero makes a final, unbreakable promise to himself.
The language here is so important. Think about it. These aren't just basketball moves anymore. A simple layup, a simple spin, they've become a vow. It's like a sacred oath. Every single movement is a promise. He's not just practicing anymore. He is literally swearing that he will fight and he will win.
And what is this vow sealed with? Well, first, it's sealed with blood. It represents the very real, physical sacrifice he is willing to make.
And of course, sweat. This is for all the hours, the days, the years of grinding, relentless work that nobody else sees. And his soul, all of his heart, all of his mental energy, every ounce of his being poured into this one single goal. And finally, pain. Because he knows that to be great, you have to suffer for it. And he's willing to pay that price.
And that is the payoff, right there. After all of it, the blood, the sweat, the soul, the pain, we get this powerful final declaration. He's not just going to write his name, he's going to carve it into the court. It's an act of will, of permanence. He's making history.
So, after that huge, intense climax, the song does something really smart. It brings it all down. The tone gets quiet, reflective. This is what you'd call the road back in the hero's journey, that moment of peace and clarity right before the final boss battle.
I mean, how great is this line? It's beautiful symbolism. The lights on the court can go out, the world can go dark, but it doesn't even matter anymore. Because that fire he has inside of him, it's self-sustaining now. He doesn't need anything or anyone else to keep it burning.
The lyrics say, tomorrow brings the final wire. So what does that mean? Well, it's a metaphor for the ultimate test. Imagine a tightrope walker, way up high, on that one thin wire. That's him. It's the one moment, the one game where everything he has ever worked for is on the line. No do-overs.
And this final image is how we know he's truly been transformed. He walks away with steady breath. He's not anxious, he's not nervous. The kid who started the story hearing imaginary crowds in his head is now a calm, centered warrior. He's ready, he has mastered himself.
And that is where the song leaves us. Right on the edge. The training's over, the vow is made, he's as ready as he'll ever be. But the song cuts to black right before the big game, leaving us with this one massive hanging question. What happens when that moment, that final wire, actually arrives? And that tension, that's what makes this whole story so unforgettable.